Have you ever walked into a room and instantly felt a shift in your own mood without anyone saying a word? Or noticed how a conversation can suddenly turn tense even if the topic is light? This isn't coincidence. It's the invisible force of emotional contagion at play. Prepare to uncover the silent power of feelings and how they unconsciously shape every interaction you have. The science of unconscious mimicry, dive into mirror neurons, and how our brains are wired to reflect others' expressions and postures. Explore how subtle physiological changes, like heart rate and breathing, synchronize between people. Unpack the concept of limbic resonance, the deep, unconscious connection of emotional states in close proximity. Real-world ripples, where emotions spread from the electrifying energy of a crowd to the tense silence of a negotiation. See emotional contagion in action. Understand how this phenomenon impacts leadership, team dynamics, and even customer service. Analyze recent case studies, like the viral spread of online optimism or anxiety, to see its modern relevance. The ethical edge, responsibility and contagion video, discuss the profound ethical implications of influencing others without explicit communication. Explore the fine line between positive influence and manipulation, and how to stay on the right side. Empower yourself to use this knowledge responsibly, fostering genuine connection and positive outcomes. Ever walked into a room and instantly felt the mood shift? Maybe a friend's excitement was so palpable you started smiling for no reason. Perhaps a colleague's stress made the whole office feel tense. This isn't just your imagination. It's a powerful psychological phenomenon called emotional contagion. It's the silent, often unconscious, transfer of feelings from one person to another. And today, we're going to explore how you can master this art to positively influence your environment without saying a single word. So what exactly is emotional contagion? Think of it like a social virus, but for feelings. We humans are wired for connection. Our brains are equipped with something called mirror neurons. When we see someone express an emotion, these neurons fire in our own brains as if we were experiencing that emotion ourselves. This is why we cringe when someone gets a paper cut or feel a surge of joy watching an athlete win a gold medal. We literally catch feelings. This happens through subtle, nonverbal cues. A smile, a furrowed brow, the slump of shoulders, or the energy in someone's stride. These signals are often more powerful than words because they bypass our rational minds and speak directly to our emotional core. Now, why is understanding this so important? Because whether you realize it or not, you are constantly broadcasting your emotional state to everyone around you. You are an emotional transmitter, and the people you interact with, they're receivers. Mastering emotional contagion means becoming a conscious transmitter. Instead of letting your mood be dictated by your surroundings, you can become the one who sets the emotional tone. This is a subtle but incredibly potent form of leadership and influence. It can improve your relationships, boost your team's morale, and even make your daily interactions more pleasant and fulfilling. Let's dive into the first key to mastering emotional contagion: radical self-awareness. You can't broadcast a signal you're not aware of. This means you need to become an expert in your own emotional landscape. Start by checking in with yourself throughout the day. Ask simple questions. What am I feeling right now? What's causing this feeling? You can use a journal, a mindfulness app, or just take a few deep breaths and scan your body. Are your shoulders tight? Is your jaw clenched? Is there a lightness in your chest? By naming your emotions, you take away their power to control you unconsciously. This awareness is your dashboard. It tells you what emotional signal you're currently sending out into the world. If you find you're broadcasting negativity or stress, you now have the choice to change the channel. Once you're aware of your own emotions, the next step is to cultivate a positive baseline. This is your default emotional state. Think of it as your personal weather system. You want to be a source of sunshine and warmth, or clouds and drizzle? Creating a positive baseline doesn't mean ignoring negative feelings or being happy all the time. That's unrealistic. It means building habits that naturally steer you towards a more positive state. This could be a morning gratitude practice where you list 3 things you're thankful for. It could be regular exercise, which is a proven mood booster. Maybe it's listening to uplifting music on your commute or curating your social media feed to show you more inspiring and positive content. These small, consistent actions build emotional resilience and make positivity your default setting. The signal you broadcast most often? Now for the active part, projecting your desired emotion. This is where your nonverbal communication becomes your superpower. Let's start with your face. A genuine smile, known as a Dushan smile, involves both the mouth and the eyes. It's incredibly contagious. Practice smiling at yourself in the mirror. It might feel silly, but it actually signals your brain to feel happier. When you interact with others, make eye contact and offer a warm, genuine smile. You'll often see them mirror it right back to you. Your posture is equally important. Stand or sit tall with your shoulders back and your chest open. This posture not only makes you look more confident, but it also signals to your own brain to feel more confident. Conversely, slouching can make you feel more withdrawn and negative. Walk with purpose and energy. Your body language is a constant broadcast, so make sure it's sending the message you intend. Another powerful tool is your voice tone. Even when you're not speaking, the sounds you make, a sigh, a laugh, a hum, carry emotional weight. A warm, calm, and steady tone of voice is soothing and reassuring. On the other hand, a high-pitched, fast-paced voice can signal anxiety. When you do speak, pay attention to your vocal modulation. You can convey enthusiasm, calm, and confidence simply by adjusting your pitch and pace. Practice speaking from your diaphragm for a richer, more grounded tone. A genuine, hearty laugh is one of the most contagious positive emotions there is. Don't be afraid to laugh freely. It can instantly lift the mood of an entire room. Beyond your own broadcast, mastering emotional contagion also involves becoming a better receiver. This is about developing empathy. When you interact with someone, truly listen. Look beyond their words and try to understand the emotion they are conveying through their body language and tone. This doesn't mean you have to absorb their negativity. Instead, it's about acknowledging their state. You can do this with simple gestures, like a nod of understanding or leaning in to show you're engaged. When you show someone you understand how they feel, you build trust and connection. This makes them more receptive to the positive emotional influence you can offer. If a coworker is stressed, you can acknowledge their stress with a calm, "It sounds like a tough day," while maintaining your own calm and grounded presence. You become an anchor for them, rather than getting pulled into their storm. Let's put this all together in a real-world scenario. Imagine you're leading a team meeting after a tough quarter. The mood is low and people are discouraged. An unconscious leader might walk in with slumped shoulders, a worried expression, and a hesitant voice, which would only amplify the negativity. But a master of emotional contagion does the opposite. You walk in with your head held high, a calm and confident posture, and make eye contact with each person, offering a small, reassuring smile. You start the meeting with a calm, steady voice, acknowledging the challenges, but framing them with an optimistic and solution-oriented tone. You're not ignoring the reality, but you are consciously setting an emotional tone of resilience and hope. Your team will unconsciously mirror your confidence. Their mirror neurons will fire, and they'll start to feel a bit more hopeful themselves. You've changed the emotional dynamic of the room without any grand speeches, simply by managing and projecting your own emotional state. This power extends to your personal life too. Think about coming home after a long day. You could walk in, sigh heavily, and slump onto the couch, broadcasting your exhaustion and stress to your family. Or you could take a moment in your car to reset. Take a few deep breaths, put on a song you love, and decide to walk in with a smile, ready to connect. That simple shift can change the entire evening for everyone in your home. You become a source of positive energy, a creator of a happy environment. Remember, mastering emotional contagion is a skill. It takes practice and mindfulness. Start small. Pick one thing to focus on this week. Maybe it's your posture, or practicing a genuine smile with the barista at your coffee shop. Notice the effects. You'll likely find that people respond to you more warmly. You'll feel more in control of your own emotional state and less at the mercy of your environment. You are not just a passive participant in the emotional world around you. You are an active creator. By mastering the art of emotional contagion, you can become a positive force for change in your own life and in the lives of everyone you meet. Thank you so much for watching. If you found this helpful, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe for more content on psychology and self-improvement. Let me know in the comments which technique you're going to try first. See you in the next video.